Hello, the purpose of this video is to target instructors who are new to Blackboard and to describe the purpose of this kind of standard navigation menu we have in Blackboard. This is a brand new course that just created, no content in it at all. So this is what it looks like when you get your new course for the upcoming semester. The structure that we're showing here is a result of the Higher Learning Commission, the HLC, who reviewed our online courses. And the one thing we got dinged on was the fact that there was no standard menu layout from course to course. And so we put this in place in 2012 after their visit, after the HLC's visit. And so we haven't really reviewed the whys of this very much since then. So we're getting back on the wagon here. So there's another video. I actually have a Blackhawk Technical College Teaching and Learning Center channel on YouTube. And this video, Standardized Menu Structure, which was created just today, October 26, 2016. This goes into depth, but it assumes that you know how to create new buttons, etc. So the video that we're creating right now is for those who might not be as familiar with those tasks. So again, there are four headings. These capitalized, bolded, in this case buttons, but it could just be shown as a text link, called Course Guide, Content, Communication, and Resources. Those are just subheadings. If I click on them, nothing, it doesn't go anywhere. They're just subheadings. And you as the instructor have the freedom to create new buttons to organize your content underneath these subheadings. As long as you don't change the name of the subheadings or move them around, you can add buttons or links underneath them to suit your needs and your students' needs. So how to do that? So this content, for example, this is the purpose of this subheading is to target an area where students will always find the course content, exams, everything. So you as the instructor will create meaningful buttons underneath it. So to create a new button, you click this plus sign in the top left just above the navigation menu, and more than likely you choose a content area. And I'll show you why it gets that name in a moment. So perhaps you organize your content in weekly folders. So I'm just going to call this weekly content for now. And you make sure that you click this box, this checkbox. Otherwise, when you create the button, students won't see it. So actually, I'm not going to check it because people often forget, and I'll show you what happens and what you can do. So just click Submit. When you create a new button, it goes to the bottom of the list. And it's a little bit hard to see, but there's a dotted square box, and then there's another white box with a line through it. That white box with a line through it means that students can't see that. It's hidden from students. The dotted box just means there isn't any content associated with this button right now. Okay, so I'm going to move the button. If you just place your mouse over the button, notice there's an arrow on the left side that points up and down. That means you can drag it. So I just left click on that arrow and hold the button down and drag it to where I want it to go. So there we are under Content. So now when I click on the button, remember it was called the Content Area button, and it's because with this kind of a button I can create all kinds of content. All right, so that's how to create a button. If, for example, you were going to use a tool like a discussion board and you wanted a button that links directly to that tool instead of having to find the link somewhere in your weekly content, you would click the plus sign, and instead of choosing content area, you'll choose tool link. Okay, from there you can choose from any of these tools to link to any of these tools directly from this navigation menu button. So I'm going to link to the discussion board. And then I'm choosing the discussion board tool. Okay, so make sure you've chosen the correct tool. Make it available to students and submit. So again, I'm going to put this under content. Some people choose to put the discussion board under communication, but because it's regarding content, course content, I'm putting it there, but that's up to you. Okay, so notice when I click on this, it goes directly to that tool in this course. Okay, and then I can create my forums from there. All right, so the point is you can create whatever buttons you need underneath these subheadings, and that's perfectly fine. As long as so the course guide has one button associated with it, the syllabus, and that remains there. Under content, you create whatever buttons are meaningful to you. Under communication, the announcements and my grade buttons stay there, but again, you could add more buttons to this area if you wanted to. Under resources, you have these 3 links to different kinds of resources offered by the school, and those stay there, but again, you could add further resources, links to further resources if you wanted to. One more thing I'll just make note of is if you know you're a new instructor, but other instructors have given you a shell from a previous semester, a zip file that you can import into this course. That will create double buttons in a bit of a mess. So what I recommend you do is then go back to my YouTube channel and watch this button. This shows exactly how to address what to do when you import content into a new course to maintain the integrity of the navigation menu in Blackboard per the Higher Learning Commission's recommendations. All right, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact the TLC. Thank you.